important because this is where they try everything before they proceed to the final carving and assembly inside the museum. And here, these are the different parts of the construction. That's this thing. This is what makes the Sanctuary of Truth unique in the world because instead of using stone, cement, or iron, we are using wood from top to the bottom. And how does it happen? So I'm going to show you guys. So everyone please come forward. So even for the roof, we are using also wood. We call this the shingle roof. You see these lines in the middle? So this is for the water or for the raindrops. Alright? And this one, this is used around the column or around the balcony, which you can see later. And I want to show you the example of one piece of wall. So we call this the butterfly joint. So this is what happened. They just put the butterfly joint in the middle to connect the two pieces of wood. Okay? And at the back, there is also decoration like this one. But what about if we are making a big wall? So this is what we use, the long dovetail. Okay, so this is what happened. They just have to put more and more until it became a big wall. Okay, so at the back also there is decoration. Okay, as I have mentioned, we have 170 columns inside. So this is the sample. It comes in two parts. We call it the mortise and the tenon. And definitely we are not using nails. So we just put glue here to stick together and then put a carrying pole to give weight. So maybe the purpose is that if there are some movement, the building just move like this one. But fortunately, in Thailand, they don't have earthquake or, you know, they're so blessed for that. And instead of using concrete nail, we are using this wooden pin. So this is how we connect all the wood connection, okay? So as we walk later, you can see some concrete nail. They are only temporary because construction is still ongoing. But after that, we're going to remove and replace with this wooden pin. Alright? So, all the ideas, concept, and wisdom coming from the past, it was just passed on from generation to generation until it became a beautiful museum over there. Okay? So, I want to emphasize with you guys that this is not a temple. This is a museum of art. From different countries like India, China, Cambodia, and Thailand. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, later you can go back. The top of the base, there are a lot of carvings, and this side it tells about Thailand traditional culture, specifically this one. Okay, you can see people or children inside, but somebody has to sacrifice taking photo of you here. Right? So if you love taking photo for your social media, this is one of the best spots. And this is the balcony. Represents the sublime state of mind or the qualities of a good person. What do you think are those? Yeah, I know that everyone were trying to. The three-headed elephant, called the Erawan elephant, and sitting at the top is Indra. Here, okay? So, like for example, in our carving section, we don't use any machine, but here we use electric for our wooden lift. Yeah, good for 2 or 3 persons because there are some guests that cannot use the steps, so we provide them the mini lift over there. So sometimes you want to take your elderly or some friends who cannot use the steps, these are the signatures. Really going on inside the building. And this is a wave of water flowing against the building. Okay? For those who are, what do you call that? Before the wedding, the pre-wedding shoot. Yeah? Because there's a meaning that always a beautiful picture per. Another truth that without nature, we cannot survive. Do you agree with that? Yeah. It doesn't matter if somebody are wealthy and somebody are poor. It doesn't matter because we all need nature. Some are not yet done. It represents the universe. And we have an image of the Mother Earth here. It represents the Earth or the place where we are standing right now or where we are right now. Are all the images of the philosophers that maybe they passed away like 100 years ago. With our finances for the future. Okay? But you know what? He did a lot of things in Thailand. And one of my favorite is that he is the one who initiated an artificial rain. Yeah, many years ago, Thailand experienced big drought for dry season, that there's no rain at all. And he's the one who initiated the false rain. It was distributed all over Thailand through play. Isn't it amazing? Yeah, that's why people really love him. And for foreigners also, we have to be thankful because for what he have done to this country, Thailand became one of the tourist destination, even the retirement destination from the people all over the world. Okay, so he is very loved and well respected. Who do goodness towards other people. Okay, and this one, similar to the first one also. I love to tell this, especially to the young people. You have to choose your friend. We have to. I include myself.
Ay pala, friends!